I'd like to move right now. Shahad from Kuwait, she's supposed to actually leave us a little early. So Shahad, how about if I give you the chance and let's hear it from you, because you live in a country, it's a small country, but at the same time, it's a country that has about what, over 120 nationalities from all over the world living in that country. And you're also right next to Iraq, and you're also right next to Iran, and you're right next to obviously Saudi Arabia and the rest of the Gulf states. So and it's one of the richest countries in the world. I mean, so how was your experience really working and doing your work as a journalist? And at the same time, how do you see things changing for this profession? Shahad, can you hear me?
Okay. Hello, everyone. I had to unmute it. I am Shahad Al-Matrouk, and I am from Kuwait, and I work as a reporter in Al-Arabiya news channel. Well, working in Kuwait and being surrounded by all these, I would say, powerful countries is not really difficult unless they have to interfere, maybe, or have an issue with us. So working in Kuwait is okay, it's very fine. Kuwait is very peaceful. We're very diplomatic. We try to solve issues rather than make problems and issues with other countries. Of course, working during COVID-19 wasn't as difficult as the reporters who had to work in, regions that already have problems, maybe political problems, like Palestine, Israel. I can't even compare working as a reporter in Kuwait to working in Israel or Palestine. It's very peaceful. I mean, although we had to take a lot of precautions here, make a lot of quick decisions, the government here had to make a lot of quick decisions. We did not have really political problems during this time, but when there is a problem, it's definitely from outside, not from Kuwait. So we have to, we have to be updated to these problems. We have to know what's going on, why they started this problem, what do they want. We have to, hunt to the truth. We have to run after details. So because we have to be ready all the time. So basically, it wasn't a challenge. Working here is not a challenge, is not challenging. It's honestly easier than working in other countries, I would say. So working in Kuwait, being surrounded by all these countries is honestly not a challenge unless there is a problem.
Great, and I would like to hear from you also, Shahad, if you can explain, was there not at all a challenge for journalists to work under these repeated lockdowns that we've seen, and also the sort of media coverage? Because I heard there were lots of frictions because of the lockdowns, because of the media coverage between all these different ethnicities and peoples from different countries living in a country like Kuwait. And recently, I think there was a lot of tension between the media in Kuwait, and some of the countries like Egypt, for example. I was just quickly reading, not that I want you to explain really what happened, but just generally, I mean, wasn't this a tension, a political tension between countries resulting from the lockdowns and also the media coverage? The role of the media in intensifying and increasing this tension. Can you talk about that?
You see, every media outlet has an agenda, and wherever we work, we follow these agendas. So if we are against any nationality, we would definitely show all the bad side of that nationality. We in Kuwait do not have a problem with Egypt at all, and this is what the Minister of Foreign Affairs declared earlier during the crisis of COVID-19. We do not have a problem with Egypt, but as I said, if we want to focus on their problems, they are causing a problem to Kuwait, then we can definitely show that side of them. But as a problem, we do not have a problem. But of course, you know, Corona crisis did show us a lot of problems. We have a lot of problems here in Kuwait regarding the different nationalities, because, you know, we had to let them out. We had to let them go back to their countries. And this caused an economical problem to Kuwait. We had to pay a lot of money for them to leave the country. We also had to pay a lot of money to treat them. We gave the treatment for free. Now it is not for free, because we are gradually going back to normal life. But during that crisis, from March, actually from February until June, we had to pay all the expenses for those different nationalities. Other than that, we do not have a problem between Kuwait and other countries. There is no problem at all.
Great. And my last question, very quickly, Shahad, would be the future. I mean, do you see any impact on the work? There's such a lively media scene in the Gulf right now. You have in Kuwait, in Dubai, you have the Dubai Media City. You have so many TV channels coming up in various languages. I mean, you have now in the Gulf, obviously you have the Arabic language media, but you also now have Persian language media. You have channels that coming up, you know, with different, going in different directions. So do you see any change post COVID-19, post coronavirus? Do you see the media scene changing in the Gulf?
The media to change in Kuwait, not dramatically, not to have a channel that speaks a different language other than Arabic or English. I mean, not in the near future, not yet. But we definitely have more channels that appeared during that crisis. We have so many channels, channels that appeared in the social media. I mean, we also are starting to use the technology a lot. Kuwait has never been this tech savvy before. Now we're using a lot of technology. Online services are offered to everyone. So, but the media to be in different languages, to have a major or big media outlet, not in the near future.
Great, thank you very much, Shahad. That's such a great insight. And I don't know if I don't think we'll be able to get to the questions before you leave. So I think we'll come to the questions after you've gone. So thank you very much, Shahad, and we look forward to probably have another sitting with you in the future. And that was Shahad Al-Matrouk, Al-Arabiya correspondent in Kuwait City.